What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. You know, guys, I have seen a lot of things in my life that I really don't get into on this particular channel. I don't really deal with a whole lot of racism or white supremacy, although I am quite active in what you would consider the pro-black community or the Pan-African community. I have been for many years, even before I was even on YouTube. You know, it's just me. I'm not perfect, but I've been active, but I've never been the kind of person that really likes to call white people and white supremacists to task. I've done that with one particular YouTuber, but in general, that's not my message, okay? I believe that black people have a responsibility and the ability to do things for themselves. But sometimes we are reminded of where we are at, right? And even those of us from America or from the Black American genetic pool, we have seen this time and time again. And I want to give a lot of respect to this young woman by the name of Angel Reese. I mean, you know what? A lot of times brothers don't want to give some of the sisters their props, but I'm going to talk about this young lady. This young lady started off by going to the University of Maryland, her hometown. She's from Baltimore. She's a 6'3" forward, highly touted, McDonald's All-American. Didn't do as what she expected to do on the Maryland team. And in 2021, she did average 17.8 points a game, right? So she still transferred and she wanted to compete in the Southeastern Conference. So she left a good situation. This young woman went to LSU and did some things that have never been done before at that program, meaning that that young woman won the women's national championship, okay? Now I want to talk about, there is another person that I want to discuss, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is from the University of Iowa, did a magnificent job from what I understand in this particular women's basketball season, but she's also a trash talker. She's trash talking everybody she's playing. Did so in the Elite Eight, and nobody was saying it was very unprofessional. But once Angel Reese, because they had blew them out, beat them by 18 points. Once she figured out that they was going home, she gave her the same John Cena wave that Caitlin Clark was giving to other schools. Now all of a sudden, people are talking about how classless the young woman is, how trashy the young woman is. Now I've seen, to be honest, some white folks defending Angel Reese. I've seen some white people talking about Caitlin Clark, but the majority of this stigma is talking about this young lady who is a black woman who's won the national championship, about how classless she is. And you know what? I'm gonna put my personal feelings aside about how society views black men, because, you know, black men, we're so much at the bottom. We sometimes forget to have sympathy for our people in our community, which is our black women, right? And we kind of sometimes feel like black women don't experience the same level of discrimination that we do, but they do experience it, whether we want to agree with it at the level of us or not. We're not talking about what level it is and all of that stuff, or what the severity is, but we're seeing it right now. This white young lady was not called classless when she was doing it, but now Angel Reese, some people are calling her classless, and I'm so glad to see that the black journalists are coming to her defense, because that's what happens when people don't like you. They don't call you the N-word no more. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying this is everybody, but racism is more subtle in today's world. They don't call you the N-word. What they just say is, if you do it, it's a big deal. Look at Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian can do what she does, and she's not necessarily white, but she's more closer to white than black. So if Kim Kardashian participates in some of the things that she does, she's not thotting it up all of a sudden. It's sexy. She can get big brand deals. But if Black China does very similar things, it's trashy. She's a H-O whatever, okay? And a lot of us as black men, we get involved in that And what we'll do is we can make the mistake of praising one group. Like, for example, the Kardashians can get married to different black men still deal with them. Off top, they would not say the same thing for a sister. And a lot of that has been our programming. And a lot of that in the way that we respond to these things is why we don't get a lot of respect. And we're seeing that from the Just Pearly things. A lot of brothers and sisters really dislike each other, almost hate each other. And when I saw her doing the John Cena wave in that lady's face, the only thing I can think about is do it again. Do it one more time. Do it again. Do it one more again. Don't stop right there. Do it again. Let her know what time it is, because she thinks she can talk trash. You don't know, y'all don't know. You're dealing with black people, African Americans. We are the kings of talking trash and making you feel bad about yourself. Make you want to fight in a minute. So do it again. Do it again. Let her learn today. You thought you was going to learn today. Like my grandma and them folks used to say, you thought fat meat was greasy. No, it ain't. Learn today. Hit her with it again. Don't stop. Get it. This is basketball. One of the best trash talkers of all time was Larry Bird. And he ain't never get hit with the same trash talking and disrespect Gary Payton got hit with. Did he? Kevin Garnett? Oh, man. Larry Bird talked much trash as everybody else. I know that because I was alive when Larry Bird was playing. Larry Bird was dirty to a certain degree and talk trash. But hey, Gary Payton couldn't get away with the same thing they was doing. They couldn't. Go to them Celtics games back in the, Boston has a very huge Irish American population. That's why they call it the Celtics. Man, they said, and back in the time when I was coming up, look, man, those people say anything they want to you, call you all kind of names. They said, man, playing in the Garden in Boston, they can call you anything you want, and you can't really do nothing about it. And Larry Bird, now imagine in the 80s and the 70s, you go in there, somebody calling you the N-word all day. Then who know what they calling you as the players when the game was over? Larry Bird, like I said, nobody even would mention he's a clean player, he's a white player. Look, man, Larry Bird just as dirty as anybody else. Fight in a minute, curse you out in a minute, talk about your mama in a minute. Bill Laimbeer, listen, man, ain't too many players dirtier than Bill. I'm talking about dirty, like funky draws dirty Bill Laimbeer. If y'all remember him, Rick Mahorn had a bad reputation for playing dirty, and like Rodman and some of the black men. The dirtiest person on that damn team was Bill Laimbeer. Everybody knows Bill Laimbeer was dirty. Dirty. Man, Bill Laimbeer, the kind of person to wake your mom up in the middle of the night and throw urine on her. That's how dirty Bill Laimbeer was playing in the basketball game. He's dirty. But nobody said Lil Bill Laimbeer that was not in the league. Fight you in a minute, punch you in the mouth in a minute, all kind of stuff. That's why Rudy Tomjanovich got punched in the face and got his nose, but he was dirty. Dirty. John Stockton, oh man, he's the king of playing dirty. That little short white man, listen, dirty. Well, John Stockton was the perfect point guard. Dirty. We'll foul you in a minute. Man, John Stockton was a dirty player. But for the blacks, you sneeze wrong. Oh yeah, well, he's doing this and doing that and you guys who know sports, you know I'm telling the truth. Let the young sister live. I'm proud of her, and she fine too. So just in case she needs some of her rent paid, come holler at me. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again. Another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.